Good morning. I look a mess. I'm out here. I'm trying to do a sunrise walk every day if possible. But I don't achieve that every single day. But this morning I was like, I'm gonna get out here. It's cloudy over there, but that's where the sun's gonna come up. And I read some stuff saying that it's really healthy to get the first day's sunlight like in your eyes and stuff, and to be like out in the sunlight if possible during the sunrise, because it actually helps your body truly wake up the way that it's supposed to. I'm kind of nervous. I haven't been out here this early before, and I mean, I am in the country and there are wild animals out here. And last week when I came out and walked, there were some really big deer at the back of this property that backs up to ours. They have like they do exotic animals, and they're deer that are not like indigenous to this area of the US, and maybe not the US at all. And they're really big and they're just kind of intimidating. And I mean, we have other things, bobcats and all sorts of stuff. So I'm just kind of like looking around, making sure I don't see anything that I don't want to get too close to. But I've got my water, my gloves, I'm bundled up. I'm in my rain boots because I don't want to, it might be muddy. But yeah, I'm just out here to get some sunlight, be out here to catch those first rays of the sunrise. And that's why I kind of look a mess. I mean, I've actually been up since like 3:30. It's like 6:30 now. And I'm just getting my day going. I don't usually wake up this early, but I did today. And I may have talked about this before, but I want to like consistently be waking up by like 4 a.m. every day on days that I actually get enough sleep. But yeah, today I managed to get up at 3:30 and kind of got my routine going. And then I like do stuff for my business. So like what I do is I wake up, and if I've been able to wake up at the time that I planned, and I actually do, I wake up and I do a kind of short meditation. There's someone yelling. I do a short meditation to kind of get my mind, get in the right frame of mind to start the morning. And then there's a few little things that I do for each business, my real estate business and my eBay business. I do it every single morning. And then, excuse me. And then I read. So I'm gonna try this thing. Sorry, changing arms. My arms are getting tired. Then, I want to read 22 books in 2022. And, so I finished a book yesterday. I hear something out there. There's something moving. Probably birds. So I finished a book yesterday, and then I started a book yesterday. The one I started is called Hands Off My Food, and it's all about like the FDA, USDA, government, lobbyists for companies and things like that. It was written in 2017, and it's basically like a deep dive with all like cited articles and studies and information about the actual crap and like chemicals that are in our food and that are allowed to be in our food in America. Our country is actually like really bad about the stuff that we allow to be in our food. Has something like Europe, of course, maybe not all of Europe, but Europe, the UK, there are a lot of other countries that do not allow the poison in their food that is allowed in the US. And of course, it all just boils down to money. But it's a really thick book all about what's actually in our food. And it's actually, you know, something to kind of empower you to make better decisions for yourself and your family. I'm out of breath. It's not okay. But I'm really excited about that. Reading that book. And then there's another one, dang it, that I'm going to read. Well, I have such a long list of books, but sometime I'll do a video on like the books that I hope to read this year. So yeah, I'm going to try and do 22 books. I think I did 11 last year. And I really petered off the second half of the year. So I'm like, okay, if I could do like 11 books last year, I could do 22 this year. Because I read like through like June of last year, I was reading like nonstop, and then I kind of stopped. So I'm like, hey, I can definitely do 22 this year. You just have to make it a priority. Ugh, okay. So I try to do 3 miles. It's getting brighter. But yep, that's what I'm doing. Anything else? Oh, update. So I know in my last video, I talked about how the Dallas renter fell through. And how I was just doing my best to have a good attitude about it, not be upset about it. Just 1 second. My hair. And guess what happened? My boss, he's the founder of our brokerage. He asked me like a few days later, he was like, hey, would you be able to meet some of my clients to show them some houses in Fort Worth? He just recently had ACL surgery because I guess he broke his ACL. I don't know if that's the right terminology. But he can't walk or drive. So he's like, do you mind meeting them? Like really help me out. And he actually, offered to like pay me a little bit. Nothing big, just kind of like an incentive to cover the gas and, help me. God. I'm so out of breath. And so I was like, of course, like it's good practice for me to meet with clients and to schedule showings and things like that. So of course I did it. Well, I got along really well with the couple. They're super cute, like mid-20s, expecting their first baby. This is their first house that they're buying. They're also Aggies like me. So we just had a lot in common, stuff to talk about. And at the end they were like, hey, in the future, is there any way we can use you as our agent? And I was like, heck yeah, I mean, in the future, definitely. And I was like, but Chris is your agent, so he's your guy. Well, the next day, my boss calls the guy who asked me to show them. He's like, I don't know what you did, but they really like you. And he's like, and I was wondering if you want to keep helping me with them, and instead of, me paying you a little bit to cover gas and stuff, do you want a portion of the commission? And I was like, am I okay with that? Are you okay with that? And he's like, definitely, like you're really helping me out. So I'm basically doing a, like, what's it called? Like a team listing, basically. That's how it would work. Not a listing, buying, whatever. I don't know. It's early. But yeah, so I've been showing this couple houses and getting to know them, and I've actually written some offers. The market's really crazy right now. They've done like 6 or 7 offers and none have gone through. It's because every house is getting like, I mean, it's crazy. Every house is getting like 20 offers. It used to be, you know, they're saying the market's slowing down. Well, slowing down means you're getting 20 or 30 offers instead of 50, 100 offers, you know? But it's been great practice helping them. I've gotten to write, you know, practice writing out the contracts or the offers, and then doing everything in our system that is like what we use for signing contracts and things. So it's been great practice, and they are serious about getting a house. So, you know, once they find a house and it closes, I'll be getting not a major commission check, but a good one. So I'm really thankful about that. And it just goes to show, I'm really glad I did not have a bad attitude about that other client falling through. And I saw the silver lining, and then it worked out. So always your daily reminder, have a good attitude. You have everything you need. Everything. So that's it for me this morning. I'm going to focus on walking now. The sun, I want to see the sunrise, not just the light, but it'll show up here in a minute. But yeah, this is my view. I'm just out here with nature, baby, enjoying it, breathing in that fresh air. And that's it for now. We're expecting some really not fun weather later this week. It's supposed to get down really low, like 17 degrees, wind chill in the single digits, precipitation. So that means the roads will be icy at least one day this week. And my boyfriend is a truck driver, so I'm like, ugh. I hate knowing that he's like out there on icy roads. Last year during February in the winter storm, and he was out there driving. It was very stressful for him, and then for me, just like praying to God he's okay. He's a hazmat driver too, so what he has in his tank is like really dangerous if he were to crash. So I'm like, oh God, please just take care of him. But yeah, that's it. Happy Monday. Let's have an amazing week. Just keep up a good attitude. I know life can be hard. There can be really rough situations, but just keep a positive attitude. It really does make a difference. It takes time to get in that habit of seeing the positive side of things, but you can do it. And the more that you do it, the better your life gets. It doesn't mean it gets easier. It doesn't mean crap doesn't happen, but your life gets better. Because it's, what's it called? It's like resilient brain. You just get better at like dealing with life. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna get off. Whoa, it's just a bird. I'm gonna get off my soapbox. Bye, everybody.